In the heart of East Africa, Uganda's political landscape has been shaped by figures whose destinies are intertwined with the nation's history. Among them stands Dr. KIZZA BESIGYE, a man whose journey from ally to adversary of President Yoweri Museveni mirrors the complexities of Uganda's path to democracy. Born on April 22, 1956 in southwestern Uganda, KIZZA BESIGYE was the second of 6 children. Orphaned early, he pursued education with determination. His academic journey culminated at Makerere University, where he earned a degree in human medicine in 1980. In 1982, BESIGYE joined the National Resistance Army led by Yoweri Museveni during the insurgency against President Milton Obote's government. As Museveni's personal physician, BESIGYE played a crucial role in the Bush War, providing medical care to the fighters.
Now, what's your job with the NRA?
My job has been mainly in the deliverance of medical services, both to the soldiers of NRA and to the population around our areas of operation.
And you run the medical facilities for the mobile brigade of the NRA?
That's right.
What sort of work does that entail?
It entails both the surgical procedures, treating casualties from gunshot wounds or shrapnels, and also treating the medical ailments like malaria, diarrheal diseases, hookworm infestations, and so on.
And this obviously takes quite a bit of medicine and instruments and so on to be able to carry out this work.
That's right.
Where do you get your instruments and medicine?
We raid the government hospitals and pick out the drugs and instruments we need, and they are quite sufficient. They are our quartermaster.
Following the NRS victory in 1986, BESIGYE was appointed Minister of State for Internal Affairs.
KIZZA BESIGYE, being appointed Minister of Uganda, swear that I will at all times well and truly serve the Republic of Uganda in the office of a minister, and that I will support and uphold the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda as by law established, and that I will, at the best of my judgment.
His rapid ascent within the government, including roles as Minister of State in the President's office and National Political Commissar, raised concern among some who viewed him as a potential threat to the President.
Be strong. We shall get there. That President Museveni and his regime must start counting their days. I cannot see any miracle that can change the tide of history at this point in time.
By 1999, this growing disillusionment within Museveni's leadership led him to resign from the army and the ruling party. He accused the government of being undemocratic, dishonest, and corrupt, signaling the beginning of his opposition to Museveni's rule.
This is time, I think, all Ugandans must simply say enough is enough. And not just say, but act to show that enough is enough. You must act. Even the Bible and all religious books say that faith without action is dead. You must act. We must act. But the action must be coordinated. There must be a bit of planning in it. And this is what we've been telling people, that it is not just you wake up and things happen. There must be planning. Because when you act, they are also acting against us. We shall not act and they are seated. They will be acting against us. So we must prepare when they act against us. What do we do?
BESIGYE emerged as a formidable opposition leader, contesting the presidency in 2001, 2006, 2011 and 2016. Despite the allegation of electoral fraud and widespread irregularities, he consistently challenged the results, advocating for democratic reforms.
The Electoral Commission will go ahead and announce their prefixed, predetermined results. we are going to do what we have just said we are going to do. We have rejected the outcome of this election. We are rejecting the leadership that emerges out of this sham election, and we are going to take steps in consultation with the various people we have pointed out.
On November 16, 2024, BESIGYE was arrested in Nairobi, Kenya under controversial circumstances. Reports indicated that he was abducted by Ugandan security operatives while attending a political meeting. He was later charged with unlawful possession of firearms and ammunition, offenses typically reserved for military personnel. His wife Winnie Banyima has reported that he began a hunger strike in protest of his detention, highlighting the deteriorating health condition he faces in the custody. BESIGYE's trial has drawn international attention, with human rights organizations expressing concern over the fairness of the proceedings.
We call on the Ugandan authorities to immediately release KIZZA BESIGYE, Haj Obeid Lutale, Aaron KIZZA, and others who are unlawfully detained.
And we are calling upon the Kenyan government and the Kenyan authority to recognize that they have a duty, a fundamental duty, to protect the Constitution and all the rights which have been envisioned there, provided there. And secondly, we have to keep on reminding the current regime that they need to remember at the end of it all, under the international law, which is part and parcel of the Kenyan law, pursuant to Article 2 of the Kenyan Constitution, they shall be held responsible for their conduct.
To condemn the detention and the continued holding of Dr. KIZZA BESIGYE in the military jails in Uganda. And we are calling all the health workers, that is in Tanzania, in Uganda, and even in Kenya, and all the citizens, that it's not right to hold or to detain any person who is fighting for the rights. And for this case, somebody who...
In a dramatic turn of events, Uganda opposition leader KIZZA BESIGYE appeared briefly in a civilian court. However, his court appearance was cut short. After attorneys attempted to secure his release, the judge ruled that BESIGYE was too unwell to follow the proceedings. In response, President Museveni made a firm statement suggesting that BESIGYE will not be granted freedom without facing trial. He emphasized that his rival must answer for what he described as the very serious offenses. Museveni also rejected calls from certain political figures and activists who had pushed for forgiveness. He instead urged for a quick trial so that the facts come out and the legal process can move forward. The president's son, General Muhoozi, who also serves at the command of the Ugandan army, has gone further, alleging that BESIGYE was involved in a plot to assassinate President Museveni. However, these accusations remain unproven and have stirred controversy across the political landscape. As the situation continues to unfold, many are questioning whether the trial will be open and fair process. KIZZA BESIGYE supporters argue that these charges are politically motivated, while others remain concerned about his deteriorating health in detention. KIZZA BESIGYE's journey from a trusted ally to a vocal critic of President Museveni underscores the challenges of political transition in Uganda. His unwavering commitment to democratic principles continues to inspire many, even as he faces significant personal and political trials.